The WNBA is expanding to Toronto by granting the league's 14th franchise to the city, according to multiple reports. The team, led by Toronto billionaire Larry Tanenbaum's Kilmer sports venture, will begin play in 2026. It will use the 8,000-seat Coca-Cola Coliseum as its home arena, per multiple reports. CBC Sports first reported the news, which was confirmed by the Toronto Star. The Toronto franchise will be the WNBA's first based outside of the United States. The league has played exhibition games in Canada in the past 2 seasons, including in Toronto in 2023. WNBA Commissioner Cathy Engelbert called the exhibition a seminal moment for the league in its desire to expand a global platform. "I see the passion for sports here and women's sports especially," Engelbert said in 2023 about the Toronto market. In April, The Athletic first reported the WNBA intended to expand to 16 teams, noting that Toronto was among the front-runners. Its 13th franchise, located in the Bay Area, is set to begin play next season. The league did not confirm news of the Toronto franchise Friday. CBC reported an announcement is expected May 23. "We continue to engage in productive conversations with interested ownership groups in a number of markets but have no news to report at this time," a WNBA spokesperson said in a statement to The Athletic. A WNBA franchise has been a thorny issue inside Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment, the multi-pronged ownership group that runs the Toronto Maple Leafs, Toronto Raptors, Toronto FC, Toronto Marlies, Raptors 905 and Toronto Argonauts of the Canadian Football League. The group also owns and operates Scotiabank Arena, the home of the Maple Leafs and Raptors. Since 2011, when competing telecommunications giants Bell and Rogers bought a controlling stake in the company, there have been 3 major players in running the group, the 2 telecom companies and Tanenbaum's Kilmer Group. Tanenbaum, a longtime construction magnate, was previously a stakeholder in MLSE. He also led one of 3 expansion bids for the Toronto NBA franchise that became the Raptors, although his group lost out to a group led by John Bytove. The Raptors and the Vancouver Grizzlies became the first non-American teams in the NBA in 1995. While major MLSE decisions have typically required unanimity among the 3 parties, Tanenbaum often acted as the hammer, given Bell and Rogers' natural competing interests. He is also the chair of the NBA's Board of Governors. However, Tanenbaum agreed to sell a fifth of his 25% stake in the company to OMERS, an Ontario pension plan, last November. Sportsnet also reported that Rogers and Bell will have the right to buy Tanenbaum out of the company in July 2026. Multiple reports said that Tanenbaum wanted MLSE to go after a WNBA team, but that Edward Rogers, the chairman of Rogers, was among those unwilling to support the move. In January, MLSE announced that veteran sports executive Keith Pelley would take over as chief executive officer of the company. He has already been more public-facing than his most recent predecessors and will have to help navigate the fault lines within the company. In March, it was reported that Tanenbaum was hiring Ivan Gazidis, a longtime European soccer executive, to be the top executive at Kilmer Sports Ventures. As well, Teresa Resch, who had worked with the Raptors since Masai Ujiri took over as president of basketball operations in 2013, specifically helping with the planning and building of the Raptors practice facility now known as the OVO Athletic Center, left the club early that month. It is expected that she will run the basketball side of the WNBA team for Kilmer. The OVO Athletic Center happens to be less than a mile from Coca-Cola Coliseum. The expansion into the Canadian market also comes amid a period of significant growth in the WNBA. As viewership numbers are skyrocketing and a new crop of potential stars enter the league, the WNBA announced on Tuesday that it would be instituting a full charter program beginning this season. In a release published Thursday, Engelbert said it would begin as soon as practical for the 2024 and 2025 seasons. Though the 2026 season is not explicitly mentioned, it is likely that the forthcoming change in accommodations would make road team travel to the Toronto market easier. In April, Engelbert listed Philadelphia, Portland, Oregon, Denver, Nashville, Tennessee, and South Florida as other places the league is exploring as options for expansion. Charlotte, NC, is also in consideration for the next team, sources with knowledge of the league's plans told The Athletic. "We're talking to a lot of different cities," Engelbert said at the WNBA draft. "I think I've thrown out names before. It's complex because you need an arena and a practice facility and player housing and all the things. You need committed long-term ownership groups. The nice thing is we're getting a lot of calls. Please subscribe my channel."